Hi guys, I'm the face behind Style by Chinel. So this is the first day in class and I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys have gotten your fabrics. I hope you guys have gotten your gums, coloring paper, your pattern paper, anyhow you call it. I hope you guys are ready because I am ready. I am ready. And guess what we have today is how to properly measure and draft a sculptured cup. That is what we have for you today, and honestly speaking, this class is going to be a very nice one that you must not miss. I mean, you must not miss this class for anything. It is going to be educative. It is going to I'm very sure you're going to grab one or two things in this class. Honestly speaking, trust me, why I am doing this free master class is because I know very well that a lot of people are out there willing to learn and they do not have the resources to probably do to one or two things. Everybody have been there, so this is why I have sacrificed myself, like I'm giving myself to unleash and to give out every single detail I know about fashion and designing. And honestly speaking, I am here to tell you that you are never going to regret subscribing to this channel. You are never going to regret staying tuned to this channel. You are never going to regret anything we will be learning in this channel, because it is going to be back to back. I'm going to be telling you from the fabric you are going to use, from the materials, from the gum, the cloth gum, the hand stain, the paper gum, which is the gum stale, to the boning, to this fabric salting, to how to pad your fabric, to how to bead, to every single thing. And every of these classes I am going to be raw. I will not dilute anything at all, and I promise you all not to edit anything or to fast forward or to cut out some parts. Everything is going to be raw and real in this class. So if you have the mind to learn, if you have the mind to learn every single thing I am about to unleash, to showcase, to show you, I'm very, very sure that you are going to learn a lot in this class, because I cannot even wait to start telling you to start spilling every single thing I have in mind for you all. From the measurement, how to accurately measure your clients, even though you have never for once attend any fashion school, whether any street tailoring school, you've never for once attend any tailoring school, or you don't even have any single idea about fashion designing, this class is also for you, because I am definitely going to show you how to properly measure your clients, that particular thing you're doing, how to measure it accurately, everything you need to learn about fashion industry. I am definitely going to unleash these things for you. But the only problem I have is I do not want to have a low visibility, because having low visibility is definitely going to kill my morale, because it's just as if you are just wasting your efforts, because my money is going to go into these things. Definitely, I am definitely going to buy fabrics, material to work with, corset mesh, illusion nets, boning, and all of these things, ready-made cups and all of these things, and everything is going to cost money also. So it's just as if you are investing money in something and you are not getting results of what you are investing your money for. It is very painful, right? So do well to always share this video, any detailed tutorial that I upload. Do it to always share the video, comment, share on all your social media platform. I also share to your tailor friend that you feel like needs the details, the video. Also share to them, and trust me, everything in this class is gonna be fun. So let's dive straight to how to measure a sculptured corset. Hi guys, welcome back to Style by Chinel, and today is the first day in class. I am super excited for this class because why not? I get to share my knowledge with amazing people like you, as in I am super excited. I am so grateful to God that I am able to help. And the first thing you need to do is understanding your client. Knowing how to measure is the first thing you should do as a fashion designer. If you do not know how to measure, that is going to be a very, very difficult thing, because knowing your client's body and knowing how to measure makes your work very, I feel like how to measure accurately is number one thing every fashion designer needs to know. And it is very easy for you to know how to, once you know how to measure, it is very easy for you to work with your pattern paper and your fabric. So the first thing you need to do, I am going to use this dummy as an example. Obviously when we are making the dress, I'm going to make the dress for myself so that I can wear, and you all will see how it looks like on me. So the first thing you need to know how to do is how to take your shoulder measurement accurately. This is our dummy's shoulder. So let's assume that this is Lisa. So we have client Lisa in the store. So the first thing you need to do is place your tape. I already have a tutorial video of how to accurately count your tape there. So the first thing you need to do is here, how to identify the particular spot to measure to get your shoulder from is from here. Now if you check my back side, now how to get your shoulder is from here. So now you notice that this is where your hand easily swings around. So from here to this bone point here is your shoulder. So this is the shoulder of our client, because it is a dummy, that is why the shoulder is starting from where it's not supposed to, but the accurate shoulder for our beautiful client is here. This is the shoulder of our beautiful client, and as you all can see, it enters the armhole also from here, where your and where you can easily swing your hand around. That is where the shoulder starts from. So you're definitely going to place your tape on that spot, which is the first number of your tape, which is number 1. You're going to place it on that spot, then bring it to the other part, the same part also. So now while measuring your shoulder, you will not measure your shoulder to fall like this and you say you're measuring shoulder. Definitely you're not going to get the accurate answer. Your shoulder must be like this. It must be like this, because the shoulder, there's a way the shoulder comes to the front, so it must be like this, not like this. That's first. After getting the shoulder measure, which you are definitely going to jot down your shoulder measurement or your client's shoulder measurement. Honestly speaking, if you watch this tutorial video closely, you are definitely going to be able to make a perfect outfit, even if you do not understand anything about fashion designing right from the onset. You are definitely going to be able to make a perfect outfit with this measurements tutorial video and the drafting pattern. You are definitely going to know how to do all these things. Another thing you need to know how to do is how to place, where to place your tape to get your bust point. This is number 1 challenge that everybody face, getting your accurate bust point. If you are not okay with the way the bust is not sitting properly, because obviously right now I'm not putting on a cupped bra that can jack me up. So when I'm measuring myself, it's like I lift my bust up, or I go ahead and wear a cup that can lift my breast up accurately. And another thing is, if you have a client that wears kind of bra that you do not like, and the person wants to make this structured cup, tell the person to put on a perfect bra, because that is how you can get the accurate bust point. So the first thing you're going to do is here, you locate this part of the person's body, you locate this part so that you can from here and place your tape to get the bust point. Now you place your tape like that and you get the bust point. How will you be able to recognize the bust point when the person is putting on a bra? It is very simple. You are definitely going to get the bust point when the person is putting on a bra. So that is a minus job, because even if you cannot calculate with your eye, you can as well like place, am I touching your nipple? Then the person will answer, and that's it. So after that, you are going to get the person's accurate under bust measurement, which is very, very much important. You're definitely going to try and get the person's accurate under bust measurement. After that under bust measurement, you are going to get the person's waistline. Just go ahead and take all your vertical measurement first. You are going to go ahead and get your under bust, then locate the person's waistline. How will you locate the person's? This is a nice question that even most of my students ask me how to locate the waistline. Now look at this dummy. As you can see, this place went inside before it comes out and bring out the dummy's shape. This is how to locate your waistline. You can as well use your hand. If the person is putting on a free gown, you can as well use your hand and locate that part that it looks as if it went inside before the other part comes outside. Or you tell the person to drag their clothes like this to the back so that you can get your measurement accurately. Please do not be ashamed. This is your business, this is your job. If the person is putting on a free gown, you are very free to tell the person to hold the clothes to make it fitted on them so that you can get your perfect accurate measurement without stress. It is better you do that than explaining later and apologizing for fabric damaged. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to place your tape and get the waistline, which is our dummy waistline is about 17.5 inches. And okay, let's go for 17 inches. This is 17 inches and this is her waist. This is 17 inches and this is our waistline. So we are going to go with that. So now, how to get your accurate corset length? Some persons, if you make it longer, it is going to affect the person in the sense that the boning is definitely going to be pricking the person once the person sits with the corset. It's going to make the person uncomfortable, because imagine something choking you when you are seated. It's going to look uncomfortable, right? It's going to make you uncomfortable rather. So that is how it looks like when you do not get the person's accurate length when you are making this particular corset. So the first thing you need to do is place your tape. If you can work with your eye, the length should be exactly on the pelvic. Look at the pelvic. The length should be exactly on the pelvic area. That is where it should be. It should not come below that. Once it's below that, it is going to affect your client and making them uncomfortable when they wear it. Because imagine you trying to sit down and something is pricking your laps, and it is not going to be nice at all of you and your brand. So the thing you need to do, and one thing you need to do, is from the waistline you count 4 inches from your waistline. You can expect your clients to hold this down for you. Here, tell them to hold it down with their own hand. Then you place your hand there. It is better you do all these things and get the accurate measurements. You're trying to prove over professional and you cannot get it correctly. So the other thing you need to do is hold, after they've hold this place down for you, you're going to hold, count from here, from your waistline. You count add 4 inches from your waistline. Now we have 17. Let's go ahead and count. 18, which is 1, 19, which is 2, 20, which is 3, 21, which is 4. So that is your accurate, this dummy's accurate sculptured cup top. That is our accurate top length. It is never going to make her uncomfortable when she's sitting down. It is never going to do her anything. Everything is going to be perfect. So now the next thing you need to do is, after taking your vertical measurements, the next thing you need to do is to take your horizontal measurements. Now this is another thing. While taking this measurement, you need to be very, very, very careful, in the sense that you don't take measurements and your tape is like this, or probably your tape is like this. It is not okay, and it's not going to give you the perfect size. So when you're taking somebody's bust, you are going to help me and do something. Make sure your tape is accurately on the person's back, like this part, because this part connects the breast together. It connects the breast. You can see my hand is joining together to the breast. So now you're going to try as much as you can. You're going to try as much as you can to make this like this. To make this like this. Then place it on directly on the person's nipple. That is why we took the nipple measurement, so that because the nipple measurement is where you get your bust pan, your bust round. So that's why we took the nipple to nipple measurement first. So this is it. You are going to try as much as you can and hold it firmly. Please don't hold it too tight. You have no business there. If it's too tight, imagine somebody wearing something like this. It is very, very much uncomfortable because the person will not be able to breathe. Do you want to kiss somebody's daughter? So you are definitely not going to hold it too tight. You are going to hold it like this. Now some persons do this a lot, like putting 3-4 fingers in the tape. You are measuring your hand together with the person's cup. Why? You want to give the person oversize. So you are going to hold it down like this, like this. Now you now drag it down. So now this is the dummy's bust round. Now the next thing you are going to do for me, you've gotten to the waist. Okay, you can also take the under bust round. The next thing you're going to do for me is the waist. And see, don't have mercy on this waist, except your client says, please, it's too tight. When you are taking this measurement, don't take the exact measurement. Tell the person, suck your belly. After your client sucks their belly, now you ask the person to breathe while their belly is sucked in. If the person tries to breathe and the person breathes normally, then you go ahead and take that exact measurement that you took while the belly is sucked in. But if the person cannot breathe normally or could not breathe normally while the belly is sucked in, then you tell the person, should I adjust it? If the person says yes, it's too tight, okay, then you have to make your clients comfortable. You have to do what they want, but you need to ask them, is it okay? Are you too tight? Can you breathe inside this thing? The way you suck your belly, can you breathe inside? If the person gives you the go ahead of that, then you are good to go. Then you can also measure this part, or as well skip it, because anything you get here, you widen your waist, and you can also measure it to be on the safer side like this. Now we have the accurate or let's say pelvic round, because this is not the hip obviously, or pre-hip round. So this is how to measure this particular corset tutorial I'm about to drop, and I cannot wait for you guys to start hopping on this video. And honestly speaking, after watching this video, I want you to go ahead and measure yourself, or measure someone, or use someone's measurement or something to recreate this. I want to see this on my Instagram. I want to see your practicals on my Instagram, on my DM on Instagram. I want to see your practicals. Bring it in. I am definitely going to appreciate each and every one of you that is going to drop their recreation or their creation on my Instagram. Honestly speaking, thank you so much for watching up to this time. I am Taya by Chino. Subscribe to this channel, stay tuned to this channel because of what I have a lot to give out, and I cannot wait for you all to receive everything I have inside of me. Hi guys, welcome back again guys. So for this tutorial video, we are going to be needing a tape rule, measuring tape rule, a ready-made brush cup, a paper tape, and a marker, plus scissors, ruler, which is straight ruler, a wooden ruler, your 2 piece of tailoring paper, which is draft paper. Then yes, we are going to dive straight to the video. The first thing you need to be doing is making sure that you have your first basic body measurement accurately. So by so doing, we are going to be placing our tape like this. We should all know how to place tape. You know where your inches, which is your number 1, starts from, is where you place your tape. I'll first of all go in by taking in my bust point, which is 11 inches, my under bust, which is 13.5, my waistline, which is about 17 inches. Then from that 17 inches, remember I told you when we were measuring that you are going to add 4 inches extra for your corset length. So in a case whereby you feel like the 4 inches is a bit shorter, you can also add extra 1 inch. So after that, I'm just going to do all of this. Then I'm going to make sure I join the lines, but before then we have our full length, our waistline, our under bust, and our bust point. Then I'll go ahead and connect the lines all the way straight up like that. Please, in this tutorial video, I want you all to pay attention and watch this video. Pause and play. If you feel like you're not understanding, then do yours and watch and all of that. If you feel like that is necessary, it is also good. All I want to see is a well done job. You guys should send me videos, pictures of the practical in my DM on Instagram at fit_apparel. And I can't wait to see your pictures and videos. So after connecting the line, just as I just showed you all on your screen, you go ahead and take your basic body measurement. So I will just take this line as my starting line, then rule it also just like I did to others, and we are going to be using that as our starting line. Please guys, if you watched this video up to this time and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do me a favor by subscribing to my channel, sharing my video on all your social media platforms, and also turn on the bell button so you get notified anytime I upload new video. After all of that, I'll go ahead to take my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. My shoulder is 16. I'll go ahead and take 8 inches. After that, I'll also go ahead to take my chest line. So before that, I'll mark from my shoulder measurement. I'm going to mark 1 inch down. Reason is for my shoulder slant. Reason is because our shoulder is not straight, it's slanted. So you are supposed always remember to mark to take your 1 inch. After taking my 1 inch measurement, I will go ahead and take my chest line. From my 1 inch, I'll go ahead and take my chest line. I'm going to mark 8 inches for my chest line. Then after which, I'll go ahead and connect the line together, just as I'm doing right now on your screen. Just watch this video closely. I am very sure you're going to understand everything in this video, and you can also save this video for later in case you feel like you still need it when you are trying to measure and draft your patterns. After which, like that, I will go ahead and connect this line to my chest line. That my shoulder slant, I'll connect it to my chest line. Then after which, I will go up by 3 inches. Reason of going up is to get my armhole curve. So you go up by 3 inches. Others divide whatever thing you get there into 2, but me, I prefer going up by 3 inches. So I'll just go up by 3 inches like that. After that, I will go in by 1/2 inch just to get. Reason is because we don't want that place to be budgy when we are done. The next thing for us is to connect from the shoulder to the 1/2 inch we went inside with. They will come out also, just like I'm doing right now on your screen. Just watch closely. If you have a curve rule, you can use your curve rule, but if you do not have a curve rule, you can also use your bare hand, just like I just did right now. After which, I will go ahead and label my measurements. I will label all my measurements. We have the bust point, which is BP. We have the under bust, which is UB. We have the waistline, which is WL. We have the full length, which is FL. I will also go ahead and label my chest line, which is CL. So the next thing is to take our measurements. So my bust is 40 divided by 4 is 10 inches. Anything you get in your measurement, you divide it by 4. So 10 inches, I'll go ahead and take my 10 inches, then add extra 4 inches allowance. That is why I asked you, I'm pleading with you all to watch this video closely, because I know you are definitely going to understand. I added extra 4 inches allowance for my dart. My waist is 34, but I'm going to snatch my waist to 31. That is why I took 7.75 inches for this, for my waist measurement. I'm snatching to 31, so let's see how it goes. So after that, you connect the lines together. Remember, we also took the pelvic round. I don't know what to label that with, but I just gave it pelvic round. So you're also going to take your pelvic round for in your full length. Take your pelvic round, then you add that extra 4 inches allowance. If possible, add 5 inches allowance also in that pelvic round. That's how you are going to get this. So you're going to connect the line from the bust point to the waistline to the pelvic line. Connect it like that. Then you're going to get that. Then you come up by 1 inch in that angle, then come down by 1/2 inch right here. Then in between this place, you're going to measure it and divide it into 2. So right here I got 14 inches for my length, like that. For my width rather, I got 14 inches. So I divided it into 2, which is about 7 inches. Then I came down by half an inch right there, as you all can see, half an inch, then half an inch here, went up by half an inch, then this other edge, last part, went up by 1 inch. I hope you guys understand my explanation. So after all of that, I'll just connect the line just like I just did right now on this video. Remember, we do not add extra allowance on this particular paper. So after which, I'm going to divide my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4.5. My nipple to nipple is 9 inches. I'll divide it, which is 4.5. I will just take 4.5 all the way down from my nipple to my underbust to my chest line to my waistline, and everything will be 4.5. So after that, I'm going to connect from my shoulder to my chest line to my bust point to my underbust to my waistline and all the way to my full length. That is basically what I'll be doing in this part. So after connecting all those lines together, we are going to go ahead and get our minus our that from our shoulder to our bust point, from our bust point to our waistline and our full length. But before that, we are supposed to add extra 2 inches allowance for our that. So in my armhole area, I'm going to come outside like this by 2 inches. Don't worry, I got you. We are going to take it out when we cut our that 2 inches is also going to go out. So when we are done, we are still going to have the same 8 inches that we have right here. You are just going to do the same thing you did in that armhole area in this other part. So that will just serve as our armhole round. So we are going to do the same thing, go up by 3 inches, join from shoulder to the armhole round, then to just join everything together. I hope you guys understand me. Just connect it, just watch closely and connect what I'm doing. Just do the same thing I'm doing on your draft paper. Connect everything together, and you see you are still going to have the same thing. Rather, that's what we are going to have. So I just did that mark so that you know that we are using the second one right now, no longer the first one. So after taking that measurement, you come in by 1 inch, just like I'm showing right now on your screen. You come in by 1 inch, then you come to this other side and also take 1 inch. You can see now that we have taken out the 2 inches we just added at the armhole area. So after all of that, you are going to connect that 1 inch that we took, the both side, to your bust point. Please, anything you are doing, do not touch your chest line. Do not make that mistake and touch your chest line. Anything you are doing should be connected to your bust point. You guys just watch this video closely, because you are definitely going to understand this video by watching it closely. If you've watched my video up to this time and you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I do not know what you are waiting for. You guys should just be patient. At the end of this video, I'm going to be telling you what kind of mesh you are going to get for this particular sculptured cup. We all agree not to have anything to do with our bust point, right? So the next thing we are going to do is go under our bust points, under the bust. That is the next thing we are going to be doing. We're going to go ahead and take 1.5 inches under our bust point. You can also take 2 inches if you wish. You can take 1.5, you can take 2 inches. So for this particular tutorial, I'm going to be taking 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches under my bust point, 1.5 inches my waistline, 1.5 inches in my full length measurement. After which, I will come to this other side and take 1 inch from my bust point to my waistline, 1 inch to my full length. Also, I'm going to be taking 1 inch all the way down. After taking all of this, I'll go ahead and connect from my bust point to my under bust to my waistline, then to my full length. I'll do the same thing right here also. Right now, you can use your curve rule if you have, and if you do not have, you can also use your bare hand, just like I'm doing right now on your screen. Just go ahead and connect all these lines together just like this. I told you all before that if you watch this video closely, you are definitely going to understand what I am doing just by watching this video. So after connecting everything we have here, you're just going to go in by giving it that stroke kind of sign, so that you're going to know where and where you are cutting out when you start cutting out your pattern.
So after all of this, the next thing you're going to be doing is cutting out your pattern paper. But before we cut out our draft pattern, we are going to be using this already made cup. That was why I asked you all to get already made cup. We are going to be using this already made cup to get our cup. So the first thing you should do is to fold it into 2 equal parts like this, and make sure you're getting the center. Then after getting the center, you're just going to press it out like this, then place it directly like this, just as I'm doing right now on your screen. Just place it like this, and make sure that you use your hand manually, in fact properly. Just calm down and use your hand to make like a curve. Just follow the pattern on your breast cup. But before then, you go ahead and take 1/2 inch for the center part. Take 1/2 inch just like that. Then after which you place your cup very well. You guys should notice something how I'm placing my cup. Rather, you kind of place your cup to bring out the cup form, like press it, just like you are pressing it a little bit together. By doing so, you guys can see the difference between the way I am pressing it right now and the way the cup was when I brought it out at first. So you're just going to do it like this and place it like that on your paper. Then try as much as possible to follow the curve on the cup on your pattern paper. By so doing, we are going to get that cup kind of effect when we are making our corset. It helps us not to overcut our paper and to give us that cup kind of effect. So you're just going to try and do it. Press it just like I'm doing right now. You guys can just follow the pattern I'm doing right now. Just make sure you are pressing it a little bit, not too much. Don't press it with force, just like you are trying to hold it to form that cup shape, and gradually use your marker to get this. And when you are done, this is what you should have. If you've watched my video up to this time and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, I don't know what you are waiting for. Please subscribe to my channel and share my video on your social media platform. Turn on the notification button so that you get notified anytime I upload how to sew this draft we are making right now. So after all of that, we'll go ahead and cut out all our drafts. We're going to go ahead and cut out all our drafts. Then we'll come back for the video. So this is what we have after cutting out our excess. So I'll just go ahead and place the cup in between that so that you guys can see what I was trying to explain in the video. Now after trying all of this out, I don't know why my pattern paper is now looking a bit smaller, but always remember that when you are drafting this out on your fabric, either your mesh or anything you're working with, you're going to add extra at least 1 inch in the length, and every other part extra 1 inch allowance or extra 1/2 inch allowance at least. So after that, I'll just go ahead and bring out my second draft paper to draft out our back piece. This is our front piece, of course. Now the most difficult part is the front part. Once you are done with the front part, the back area is not that difficult, because whatever thing you get in the front piece is what you're going to get in the back piece. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to fold 1 inch just like this. Fold 1 inch like this, then place it at the edge of the material like that. Make sure you folded 1 inch inside just like that. Then you're going to use this pattern to get your back piece. Just go ahead and cut. Then after that, we'll go ahead and place like this to get our center dart. So I'll just go ahead and cut it, divide it into 2 like this, then mark out my waist area. Then go ahead and take 1/2 inch this other part, then 1/2 inch the other way around, then cut everything, cut the dart part out. Just watch this video closely and I'm very sure you're going to understand. You can take 1/2 inch, you can take 1 inch, any which way is okay, is good. But for this, I am taking 1/2 inch for the both side, which makes it 1 inch. So after that, I'll just go ahead and connect from this other area to the half an inch, then all the way down, just like I'm doing right now on your screen. And I'll also go ahead and cut out that excess. For this particular tutorial, we are going to be working with corset mesh. When you get to the market, just tell them you want to buy corset mesh. It is not usually too strong, it is not usually too soft. It is just tell them, make sure you go to a market where you know that they base on tailoring stuff. Go to a place where you know they are based on tailoring stuff. You also see it because it kind of have a human skin color, so you're just going to label your pattern front, back, and all of that. So after getting that corset mesh, you also tell them to give you illusion mesh, original illusion mesh, which is skin net. So after all of that, I prefer working with my breast cup like this. I will go ahead and use my paper tape to tape my breast cup all the way down. I prefer using this pattern than using my draft paper to manually cut it out. With this pattern, you get to get the accurate cup measurement, and you will not have to work with excess fabric when you are done, because anything you do right here right now is the perfect cup measurement. So I'll just go ahead and use this paper tape to tape around all my cup just like this. After getting your corset measure illusion net, just tell them the original illusion net. It does not tear, it is original. You, no matter how it will last you, it doesn't tear up easily. So tell them to give you those two. Also tell them to give you non-sewable bone. So after you manually taping all my cup round, this is what I have. Now, I forgot to do something before doing this. I forgot to sew a dart on the cup before using my tape, my paper tape, to tape it round. What you are going to do is place your cup together like this, fold it together, like turn it backward and fold it together just like this. After which you take your tape rule and measure half an inch, just like I'm doing right now on your screen. Measure half an inch. Then you give it a mark like that, or anything, anyhow you call it. Just make sure you're putting something to know where you measured. After that, you measure 2 inches just like this, and also do the same thing right there. Then you sew it like that all the way to that point. Make sure you sew like that. After sewing it, this now will help the cup. It will help this already made cup to cup well, to give it that effect of the cup we are looking for. I don't know how to explain this, but I'm going to try as much as I can to sew that before we continue with the sewing tutorial in our next video. So after doing that, the next thing you are going to do is take 3 inches measurements from the top of your cup, go down by 3 inches, just like I'm doing right now on your screen. Go down by 3 inches. Just watch this video closely, you are definitely going to understand. Go down by 3 inches, after which you fold your cup into 2, just like I'm doing right now on your screen. Then you do the same thing you did on this side, on the other side. You make sure it's on equal lines. You do the same thing you did there, right there. Then after that, you connect the line together. From this other edge, you connect the line to this other edge. Just calm down to do that. Make sure you connect the line just like that. After which, this center part, which is the down part, you're also going to do the same thing by connecting this line all the way down, just like I'm doing right now on your screen. You guys just watch this video closely. You're definitely going to understand everything I'm talking about when you pay more attention on the video. After which, we are going to come up by half an inch. Right here, we'll come up by half an inch. We connect the line to this other part also, half an inch. Make sure you are very careful when you're doing this part, because any mistake you make okay, I don't know what to say, but just make sure you are very careful when you are doing this part. Then you go ahead and connect it to the bust point, to center bust, just like I'm doing right now on your screen. Make sure you connect it properly and make sure the lines are straight. Go ahead and connect it just like that. After which, you also take half an inch inside like this, you come out also with half an inch. Then you do the same thing you do here, you go ahead and do the same thing. But before then, I'll just go ahead and color this part, so I will know that I am cutting out that part when I start sewing. So after that, I'll do the same thing. Then after this, I'm going to keep my cup till when I'm ready to sew. But the first thing you're going to do is to try as much as possible to label your pattern. So I'll just go ahead and label the pattern. So when you are done getting all of that, in our next video, I'm going to show you how to sew this. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in my next video. Mwah.